In today's video, I'm going to share with you the 3 E's and 4 R's for gut health. It's your roadmap for improving your digestion and will help you effectively address a leaky gut. In fact, out of today's video will come your 5 key steps to healing a leaky gut. Hi, my name is Judy Feldhausen, and I'm part of the Million Life Project, and our goal is to help 1 million people and more understand how they can naturally reset their gut health to significantly improve their overall health and wellness. On and in your body are 4 major microbial communities: oral skin, vaginal, fecal abdominal, and when added together, they represent about 100 million microscopic organisms. This means that 10% of your cells contain DNA. The remaining 90% of your cells are some combination of bacteria, fungi, and microflora. To help you better understand this, let's talk about DNA or genes, which are the building blocks of life. Genes carry the genetic instructions that shape and form every living thing. There are 22,000 genes in the entire human genome. There are 3.3 million genes just in the human gut microbiome. This diversity in the gut microbiome is huge and plays a significant role in determining your overall health and wellness. And to effectively restore your gut health so that you can live a vibrant and healthy life, you need a roadmap, what we call the 3 E's and 4 R's of gut health. Your roadmap for improved gut health always starts with the 3 E's. Eliminate dysbiosis, eliminate leaky gut, eliminate inflammation. It's these 3 conditions that you have to address. If you address them properly, then you'll experience a tremendous shift in your overall health. To accomplish these objectives, we recommend the following 4 R's. Remove foods and factors that damage your gut. Replace with healing foods. Repair with specific supplements. And rebalance with prebiotics and probiotics. Now, the first E is eliminate dysbiosis. What this term means is that your delicate microbial communities have become disrupted and imbalanced, which can lead to poor health. And one of the major causes of dysbiosis is the use of antibiotics and pharmaceutical drugs. As the National Institute of Health points out in their article, Antibiotics and the Human Gut Microbiome, Dysbiosis and Accumulation of Resistance, the human microbiome has been overly exposed to antibiotics from both the medical community and the food industry. Additionally, there are other factors that cause this dysbiosis of your microbiome. They are, but not limited to, your diet, especially processed foods, high meat and dairy consumption, sugar, additives, overuse of salt and bad fats, oral contraceptives, alcohol, obsession with cleanliness, diet low in fermented foods, and stress. As your gut microbiome is overpopulated with bacteria that produce toxins, they begin to affect the lining of your small intestine. So, the key to solving the toxin issue is to recolonize your microbiome with microbial communities that support good health. This means fix the gut, you fix the problem. And one big problem for most people is having a leaky gut. Ideally, your small intestine is designed to be a very selective barrier to everything you consume. It does this by creating what are known as tight junctions. As you can see in the image, these tight junctions are loosened so that undigested food particles, toxins, and pathogens can enter your bloodstream. The result is an immediate activation of your immune system, causing inflammation and food sensitivities. While not everyone has this, we created the Leaky Gut Survey to help you understand your probability for this issue. There are 2 columns, triggers and symptoms. The more you check off, the more likely you are to have some level of leaky gut. And at the end of this video, I'll help you understand how you can take our Leaky Gut Survey. While most people think they eat good food, let's identify just two of the triggers from our leaky gut survey and how they can contribute to a leaky gut. Lectins. Lectins are sugar-binding proteins used by plants as a natural defense system to protect themselves from mold and parasites. And while they protect plants, they damage your intestinal lining. The reason why is your digestive lining is covered with sugar-containing cells that help break down your food. And while there are a wide variety of foods that contain lectins, these four will have the greatest impact: wheat, legumes, especially kidney beans, peanuts, and soy. And another trigger is sugar. Outside of wheat, this is the number one contributor to poor digestive health. And the reason why is that sugar feeds yeast, candida, and bad bacteria, all of which can create toxins that damage the lining of your intestine, as well as eat holes in your intestinal wall, leading to a leaky gut. Which brings us to the final E, which is eliminate inflammation. Inflammation is the root cause of almost every disease, especially chronic inflammation caused by your food choices. And the best way to address this inflammation is to apply the 4 R's of our roadmap, which are: remove food and factors that damage your gut, replace with healing foods, repair with specific supplements, and rebalance with prebiotics and probiotics. Let's start with the first R, remove foods and factors that damage your gut. After all, you are what you eat. If you make choices that damage your microbiome, you will suffer the consequences. And while we acknowledge that change is difficult, you need to understand this. When you change your microbiome to a healthier environment, you will find it much easier to make good food choices. To get you started, here's a short list on which foods and factors damage your microbiome and how your implementation will directly affect the 3 E's. Eliminate all wheat products from your diet. This will immediately help you eliminate inflammation and dysbiosis. Reduce your sugar consumption. This will help you address inflammation and dysbiosis and reduce toxins that can contribute to a leaky gut. Dramatically reduce your intake of vegetable oils. This will address inflammation and the leaky gut. And eliminate your consumption of animal protein. This will help address dysbiosis. You will also want to limit your alcohol consumption. This will help address dysbiosis. Only use antibiotics when necessary. This will help address dysbiosis. Only take medications when necessary. This will help address dysbiosis. And reduce your stress level. This will address all 3 E's as it lowers inflammation, removes the potential for dysbiosis, and helps to prevent a leaky gut. The next step is to replace with healing foods. As you remove foods that are harmful to your microbiome, replace them with foods that will quickly recolonize your gut with healthy and beneficial bacteria. Here are some suggestions. Water. Increase your water consumption by adding liquid chlorophyll, 1 tablespoon of liquid chlorophyll per 16 ounces of water. This will help you address inflammation. Unsweetened almond milk. Replace milk with almond milk. This will address dysbiosis and inflammation. And for most people, almond milk is a fairly easy change. Vegetable protein. This will address dysbiosis and inflammation as well as help heal a leaky gut. One of our favorite sources for vegetable protein is pea protein powder, especially if you make any type of healthy shake or smoothie. This is so effective that we have a separate video just on this topic. Here are some more healing foods. Omega-3 fats. Substitute your omega-6 fats like vegetable oils with extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil. Avocados are also an excellent source of omega-3 fats. This will address inflammation and help heal a leaky gut. Fermented foods. Helps address dysbiosis as well as reduces inflammation. Greek yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and pickles are all good food choices. Flaxseed powder. This also addresses inflammation and dysbiosis. This can easily be added to your food and health shakes. And vegetables, whole and unprocessed vegetables, help address both dysbiosis and inflammation. Increase your consumption by eating more spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, and raw carrots. However, stay away from corn because of its sugar content. And next, repair with specific supplements. There are so many supplements on the market that it would be easy to get lost in this area. So we're going to give you just 3. But they're the 3 most important ones to consume to help you address the 3 E's. L-glutamine. This is always the first and most important one to add to your diet. It will address inflammation, leaky gut, and dysbiosis. This one supplement is so important that we have a separate video on this ingredient alone. Add magnesium. This mineral addresses inflammation, leaky gut, and dysbiosis. It's required for the function of hundreds of enzymes in the gut to improve digestion, regularity, and energy production. And zinc. This mineral addresses dysbiosis by helping to fuel the enzymatic processes that help recolonize your gut microbiome with healthy, beneficial bacteria. It's involved in over 300 different enzymatic pathways. And it's so important to rebalance with prebiotics and probiotics. We recommend combining these 2 together to optimize the recolonization of your gut microbiome. Let's start with prebiotics, which are good bacteria you need to recolonize your abdominal cavity. And when it comes to probiotic supplements, there is always the debate about live cultures that have to be refrigerated versus shelf-stable cultures. Regardless of which one you choose, they all must pass through the stomach, which presents a problem. Due to the high acidic nature of the stomach, many of the probiotics don't survive the journey to the small intestine. This is one reason why you have to take such a large number of active cultures, say 50 billion CFUs, which is colony-forming units. For a probiotic, Bacillus coagulans is our first choice. This is a spore-forming probiotic species that can withstand the stomach's acidic environment, so when it enters the intestinal area, it can colonize faster. Now, to help your probiotic to colonize, you need to combine it with a prebiotic. Prebiotics are non-digestible carbohydrates to you, but can be digested by probiotics. They are usually soluble fibers which aid you in your digestion. When combined with water, they form a gel-like substance that can withstand the acidic environment of the stomach, and when they enter the small intestine, they become a meal for the bacteria you're trying to grow. This means you want prebiotics that will nourish the good bacteria, not the bad bacteria. Inulin is an excellent prebiotic. It's always our first choice. In addition to nourishing the good bacteria, it also assists with digestion and absorption of your food. Inulin plays a significant role in your immune system, and it seems to improve heart and bone health, reduce the potential for colon cancer, helps protect against inflammatory bowel disease, and aids in preventing constipation. Now, in this video, I know we've covered a lot of information, but out of this information will come the 5 key steps to healing a leaky gut, and that is the topic of our next video. Now, if you haven't taken our leaky gut survey, then use the URL address below. This will take you to a landing page that gives you access to the survey. Just enter the needed information and take the survey. If you have any questions, then please either email me at judy@cardiowellnessgroup.com or call me directly at 800-957-8946. The goal of the Million Lives Project is to help 1 million people and more understand how they can naturally improve their health by improving their microbiome.